Seasonal greetings, and welcome to this very special edition of the Iron Phantom's Black Book. I am your host, the Iron Phantom, and it is Christmas time, or at least in the festive season. And I am here telling you two, because it is a special edition, I am treating you to two special stories in this one. So let us begin with our first story, shall we? This one is called Twas the Night Shift Before Christmas. I hope you enjoy it.
December 17th, 1 week before Christmas Eve. Tilak worked the night shift in a cafe. Just seeing the usual people, the golf kids and the business people doing a late night essay. He was just working as normal, mopping the floor, serving customers. And of course, one businessman saying, "Finally, that paperwork is done. I can finally look forward to the holidays." "Are you looking forward to the holidays, kid?" Talak said. "I don't really celebrate Christmas. I am a Muslim." "Of course. You have your own traditions, I see." "Yes, I do. I'm just going to be working my way through the holidays. I just like to get through them," said Tilak. "Of course, well, it's getting late. 10 o'clock, I best get home." "Yes, good night," said Tilak. Later, as midnight came close, Tilak looked at the clock and said, "Almost a week till Christmas. And then after that we can start to get back to some normality." Then, someone walked into the cafe. A man dressed as Santa, only he looked a mess. Filthy. Kind of like a homeless Santa. The homeless Santa stood there in silence. Tilak thought, okay, has this guy been to some Christmas party or something? The homeless Santa then walked up to the till and Tilak said, "Can I get you anything?" The homeless Santa dropped some loose change on the counter, and he then said, "Coco." "Ho-ho?" said Tilak. The homeless Santa said, "Co-co." "Oh, you mean the hot chocolate, sorry. Yes, He then gathers the change and says, "Yes, you have enough for a small one." Tilak makes him the hot chocolate. And there the homeless Santa just stands there, completely mindless, emotionless, pale with black rings around his eyes. Tilak says, "So, is there anything else?" The homeless Santa grabs the hot cup and downs it all in one. Tilak looking a bit confused, thinking how he could be downing a hot drink. The homeless Santa then just stands there looking directly at Tilak. Feeling intimidated, he went round back to his manager and said, "Hey boss, there's some weird guy dressed like Santa. What should I do?" "Well, he's probably just someone who's done charity work or something. That's the thing though, he's just standing there. His manager comes out and then finds that he is gone. I don't see anyone now. No, neither do I. About a few nights later, everything was pretty much back to the regular. Tilak was working his night shift. The usual customers were there. Some people that had just come back from a Christmas work party and stuff. But then, when everything began to calm down once again, Tilak decided to mop the floor. And across the road from the cafe, he saw the same homeless Santa standing under a street lamppost. At first unsettled by this, but the hobo Santa was just standing there, doing nothing. Then, the homeless Santa tilted his head. Before smiling very menacingly, Tilak went around back to get his manager, who was asleep. He wakes him and says, "Boss, that weird guy is there from a few nights ago." "What? Where?" "Outside, across the road. He's not doing any harm, is he?" "No. But look, I think you're overworked. Take the rest of the night off. I got it from here." "Are you sure?" said Tilak. "I could really use the money. Look, consider it an early Christmas present, even though you don't celebrate Christmas." "Okay, fine." Tilak then went. Before he left, his manager said, "Are you still down for working Christmas Eve? You know I can close Christmas Day." "No, really. I can work it. After all, my religion is not... Well, my religious festivities are not Christmas." "Okay then, well, I'll be sure to leave you the key. Christmas Eve." As it turned midnight, Christmas Day beginning, Tilak was just working his shift, standing behind the till, sitting in a stool reading a magazine. His manager then said that he has to go out for a while. Family emergency. "Are you down for working tomorrow? Are you sure? 'Cause I can close." "No, really, it's fine. Just leave me the keys and I'll open up. I probably won't work for long." "Okay, well, I guess I can't say Merry Christmas to you, but you have a good day tomorrow." "I will." His manager then leaves his keys and heads off. Then Tilak closes for a while just to take a break, have his lunch, and then reopen again, even though there was no customers, and with it being the early hours of Christmas morning, he wasn't expecting any more custom. Then he sees the homeless Santa standing at the window of the cafe, smiling sinisterly at him. Then Tilak quickly ducks under the till, wondering what the fuck is going on here. He then calls his manager, but there is no answer. Feeling scared by this, he then gets up again and shouts to the homeless Santa what he wants. Tilak then receives a text message. It is from his manager saying, "Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas, I'm dead." Then, as he looks back at the homeless Santa, he sees that he has his manager's phone. And then, in the other hand, he sees the homeless Santa has a sharpened candy cane. Then, the homeless Santa puts down the phone and lifts up a sack, revealing Tilak's manager's head. And then Tilak realized the door to the cafe was unlocked. And he then hurried to the door before the homeless Santa could get to it before he does, and he locks up. But then the homeless Santa smashes through the window. And then Tilak looks in great horror. The next morning, December 25th, a policeman arrives at Tilak's family's house, telling them that something terrible happened. In the local newspaper, it says that the manager of a cafe was brutally murdered around the early hours of Christmas Day morning, along with an employee of the cafe where he worked was also brutally murdered by some deranged man, a serial killer dressed like Santa, and that his whereabouts is still unknown.
Did you enjoy that tale? Did it make you think twice about doing the night shift on Christmas Eve when there's an evil homeless Santa? Well, let us get to our final story of this one. This one is another installment in the Devil of Christmas series. This one is The Devil of Xmas, The Children. I hope you enjoy it.
Christmas Eve. A young boy named Nathan, who does not believe in Santa Claus and always mocks his little sister for believing in him. His parents tell him it is time for bed, telling his sister that the sooner they go to bed, the sooner Santa comes. Nathan saying there is no such thing as Santa. His parents tell him to get to his room. Later that night, when all is quiet, everyone is asleep, a sound is heard on the roof of his house. Nathan goes down to investigate. He then sees Santa Claus in the living room delivering the presents. Santa then turns and looks and says, "Someone's being a bit naughty. You should be in bed. You're real, Santa. You're really real." "Yes, Nathan, I am. You seem to not believe in me. I felt like I was too old to believe in you. I am only 12. Yes, and you're not too old to not believe in me, boy. Say, how do I know you are Santa? Where's your reindeers? They are waiting on the roof. Come, I'll show you. You will? Yes." Santa then eats his mince pie and drinks the glass of milk he was left, and takes the carrots for the reindeers. Going to the chimney. Nathan is then transported onto Santa's sleigh. Santa then introduces his reindeers to the boy, saying, I have Donna and Dasher, Comet and Cupid, Blitzen and Vixen, Dasher and Prancer. They're real reindeers? Yes. And then there is Dasher and Dancer. Where's Rudolph? That was just a song from the 20s. I could do with a reindeer of him, though. They then fly through the sky. Santa's saying to Nathan, why don't you pass me some more presents to deliver to this next house? Santa then goes down the chimney and brings another child back. And then they go about flying to another place. They go to different countries. And Santa brings another child with them, another boy. Traveling with 3 boys, Santa then makes another delivery and picks up a little girl. Flying them through the skies, he then picks up 2 more girls, helping him deliver presents. And the children who are naughty and don't believe in Santa then have a change of heart, having true Christmas spirit. Then one of the children asks, where are we going now, Santa? It is becoming morning. Yes, it is. Day is dawning. We have to make one last stop in Greenland. Santa then lands his sleigh outside of an ice cave. Santa then gets off the sleigh and walks the children to the cave. Nathan asking Santa, what is this? Why have you brought us here? Santa then looking in regret, saying to them, I'm sorry, children. There is no other way. I have no choice. What do you mean? Said one of the other children. You're all naughty. And I only reward nice children, but naughty children, I give them another chance, but I must always take 6 naughty children to him as gifts. Who? They then hear some sounds in the cave, chains rattling and stomping hooves. Coming out of the cave is none other than Krampus, with his fierce horns and claws and green glowing eyes and long tongue. Nathan says, Santa, you can't be... What are you doing? You can't do this. I must. I'm sorry. Then Krampus says, Nicholas, you have come as we agreed. Yes, Krampus. Children, we have this arrangement. I give him 6 naughty children, and he keeps his evil ways at bay. It's a small price to pay, but at least all the rest of the children, good and bad, get spared by his wicked ways. Yes, that is right, Nicholas. Come, children. The children then attempt to run, but then Krampus throws out his chains and catches the children. Krampus then says to Santa, well, Nicholas, same time next year as always. Don't speak to me, Krampus, said Santa. I do this every year and I don't get any enjoyment out of it. You just stick to what we arranged. Of course. Krampus then retreats back to his cave and takes the children into his workshop. The children, shrieking in fear, ask, "What are you going to do to us? Are you going to eat us?" "No, children. I am not going to kill you. I'm going to give you a gift of life eternal, where you will be at my side as my little helpers." Krampus then takes his hand and gently scratches each child on the cheek, turning them into his evil elves. And then Krampus tells them, "Now then, my little helpers, time to get to work. We must get as much coal as possible to deliver for all the naughty children next year." Then Krampus goes to his collection of snow globes, where he witnesses many naughty children with families, and then sits in his armchair by the fire and smokes a long pipe.
Did you enjoy that tale? Yes, it sounded like a nice story at first, but then it took that dark, evil turn. Well, that is pretty much it for these stories that we've had in this special. Did you enjoy them? Did you like them? Do share down in the comments below. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends. Feel free to subscribe to the official Random Horror YouTube channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. And as I say these stories that I tell you, be sure to be nice, or Krampus will come for you. Well, that is it for this one. I would like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and to also don't have nightmares. This has been the Iron Phantom's Black Book Christmas Special. So yes, very well.